Hello scholars, we're going to go ahead and work through a couple of problems here on the homework for the lesson 2 of module 2 on Bluebonnet Math, which is time on a number line. Alright, so let's take a look at the first problem. Joy's mom walks 3 times a day. One day she walked 19 minutes, 14 minutes, and 34 minutes. That's very important. 19 minutes, 14 minutes, and 34 minutes. How long did she walk that day? So here we are looking for a what? We're looking for a total. Remember, when we look for a total, two operations associated with that are usually addition and multiplication. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to add, okay? So when you're adding with time, you could do it in a standard way, or you can simply use a number line. In this case, I'm going to use a visual, which will be a number line. Most of the times, you're always going to label it either by tens or fives. In this case, we're going to label by tens. Now, always start your number line with 0. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and I'll do 110 here. Okay, so let's take a look. It says first she walked for 19 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to jump from 0 all the way to 19, which will be 1 before the 20. So I'm going to put 19 here. It says then she walked for 14 minutes. So now I'm going to add 19 plus 14 here. So I'm going to do 19 plus 14 to see where would I jump to next. Okay, so 19 plus 14, that will get me, that's 13. 9 plus 4 is 13. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 makes 33. Okay, so now I'm going to jump from 19 all the way to 3 after 30, which will be here. Okay, and so now it also says she walked for 34 minutes. Okay, so 34 minutes, so I'm going to do 33 plus 34. Okay, so I know that 3 plus 4 is 7, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So now I'm going to jump from 33 all the way to 67, which will be right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the question says, how long did she walk that day? Well, we know we went over the hour mark, so this makes 1 hour, okay? And so since the 60 mark makes 1 hour, we know that she walked for a total of 1 hour, and how many minutes after that hour? Well, we can count on the number line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she walked for 1 hour and 7 minutes, okay? Let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 states, Cassie finishes softball practice at 3:52 p.m. After practicing for 30 minutes, okay, what time did Cassie's practice start? Okay, so again, we're going to do the same process here. We're going to draw a number line, fairly simple. And we know that we have a finish time. So when you have a finish time, you are going to write that at the end of the number line. So finish time is 3:52. We're looking for a start time. So our unknown is the start time, and when your unknown is the start time, that means you're going to go backwards on the number line, which means you're going to subtract. So going backwards means you're going to go to the left. So we're going to go back 30 minutes, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to count by tens and go back every 10 minutes 3 times. Why? Because 3 times 10 is 30. So I'm going to go back 30 minutes. So I'm going to do by first 10. So 352 minus 10 makes what? 342. Okay, now 342 minus 10 again makes what? 332. Now 332 minus 10 makes 3:22, okay, p.m. So Cassie practice started at 3:22. And to check our work, I'm going to do 3:22 plus 30 to see if I get my end time. I know that 2 plus 0 here. Remember, when you're doing time, you're going to go ahead and put those dots. 2 plus 0 makes 2. 2 plus 3 makes 5. And then 3 plus nothing makes 3. 352. So we did get the end time there, which means we did check our work thoroughly. Alrighty. Let's look at this question here. Here it says Jordy built a model. He spent a total of, or he spent 10 minutes preparing his materials, 52 minutes building the model, and then 16 minutes cleaning up. Including setup and cleanup, how long did Jordy spend on the model? If it's greater than an hour, answer in hours and in minutes. Okay, so with this process here, we're going to do the same process of drawing our number line. And again, I'm going to skip count by tens. Remember, always start at 0. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1 hour, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. And then this 120 makes 2 hours. Okay. So let's start by doing some math. So we're going to start with the biggest number we have, which is 52 minutes. So I'm going to jump 0 all the way to 2 after 50. 1, 2. And that will be my 52 minutes. Okay. Then it says that he spent prepping for his materials for 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to do basically 52 plus 10. I'm going to write that here. 52 plus 10 makes 62. So now I'm going to go 10 minutes into the future, which will be 2 after 60. I'm going to put that right there, plus 10. And we know that that's 62. Okay, so we already know we're over an hour. Now we got to go 62 plus the 16 minutes cleaning up. So now I'm going to do 62 plus 16. And I know that 2 plus 6 is 8. 6 plus 1 makes 7. Okay, so now I'm going to go all the way to 78, which is about right here. 1, I'll zoom in so you can see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 78. All right. So now we got to ask ourselves, well, we know that we went over an hour, but how many minutes did we go over the hour? Okay. So in order for me to figure this out, a simple strategy I like to use is 78 minus 60. Okay. 78 minus 60. We know that that's going to be 18. So we know that Jordy in this case spent a total of 1 hour and 18 minutes completing these tasks. Okay, again, there's my answer. 1 hour and 18 minutes. So another thing that I want to go over here is number 4. Kara finishes reading at 2:57 p.m. She reads for a total of 46 minutes. What time did Kara start reading? Now, there are 2 different ways you can solve this problem. We're going to use the number line way first. Okay. Now, it says she finishes. So what did they give us? They gave us an end time. So I finished at 2:57 p.m., right? Another thing that I want to go ahead and focus on is the total of 46 minutes. And we're looking for a start time. Now, I told you if we are looking for a start time, if that's our unknown, we are going to subtract, right? So now we're going to go backwards 46 minutes. Again, I like to skip count by tens. If you like to go in increments of 5, that's totally fine with me. Or if that's what you're comfortable with, you can do that. I like to do by tens. So I'm going to go back 10 minutes until I get to 46 minutes. So I'm going to go minus 10. 257 minus 10 is 247. And you can subtract here if you don't know either. Okay. 247 minus 10 makes 237. 237 minus 10 makes 227. 227 minus 10 makes what? What's 227 minus 10? Very good, 217. Okay, and now 217, so we got 10, 20, 30, 40. Now we need to go back 6 more minutes. Okay, minus 6. And I'm going to do 217 minus 6. That makes 211. So that will be my start time. Okay, and now let's go ahead and check our work using standard algorithm. So I'm going to do 211 plus 46. 1 plus 6 is 7. 1 plus 4 is 5. And then you drop down that 257. So she started at 2:11 p.m. Okay. And let's look at number 5. Jenna and her mom take the bus to the mall. Okay. The clock below shows when they arrive at the mall. They know that the bus takes 20 minutes to get to the mall from their bus stop. What time did the bus leave? So let's look at the time when they arrive. Okay, so they arrive at approximately 4:59, because if you notice, this is 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So they arrive at approximately 3:59, because we haven't hit the 4 o'clock hour yet. So this will be 3:59. Okay, this is 3:59. So we know that the 3:59 represents the time that they arrive, the time that they get there. But we're looking for what time did they leave to get there. So you got to go back 20 minutes to see if it took them 20 minutes to get there and they got there at 3:59. Well, what time did they leave? Okay, so you can do this in a standard way. You can say 3:59 minus 20. Okay, so we know that 3:59, we're going to subtract here, and we're going to do 9 minus 0, which is 9, 5 minus 2, which is 3, and then you drop down your time dots, and you get 3:39. Let's double check our work with a number line. Okay, so again, my end time is 3:59, so I'm going to write that here on the clock. And I'm going to go backwards 20 minutes. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to do it by tens. So we're going to go back minus 10 minutes. That makes 3:49. And we're going to go back another 10 minutes. And that makes 3:39. So therefore, we know our time is correct. And we know that she gets there, that Jenna and mom leave at 3:39 p.m. All right. Now let's look at this problem. A movie starts at 6:25. Draw the time on the start clock. Okay, remember, when you see a clock, you can count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Then we're going to reset our time here to the next hour. So we know that she gets there at what time again? 6:25. So I know I haven't hit the half hour mark yet, so my shorthand will still be pointed a little bit at the 6. And then it says 6 what? 25. So I got 25 right there already labeled. And I'm going to draw that as my longhand down to the 5. Okay, so that represents the 6:25 p.m. Now the movie lasts for 92 minutes. What time will it end? Okay, so let's do a little bit of some number line work here. So that's a long time. Okay, so I'm going to draw a longer number line. All right. So we know that the movie starts at 6:25. Now, since we have a start time and we're looking for an end time, we're going to add, which means we're going to go forward into the future. So I'm going to do 6:25, and I'm still going to go by increments of 10. Or if you want to break up your increments, you can totally do that. Okay, so let's do increments of 10. So I'm going to go 6:25 into the future by 10. So 6:25 plus 10 makes 6:35. 6:35 plus 10 makes 6:45. 6:45 plus 10 makes 6:55. 6:55 plus 10 makes what? 7:05. We're in the next hour. 7:05 plus 10 makes 7:15. 7:15 plus 10 makes 7:25. So let's see how many minutes we have so far. If I count at the top, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, remember I got to get to 92 minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to do 7:25 plus 10. See what that would equal. So 7:25 plus 10 makes 7:35. 7:35 plus 10 makes 7:45. And I don't have enough room on my number line, so what I'm going to do here is I'm simply going to erase a little bit of the ending of my number line and just extend it a little bit more to ensure that I have room. Okay, there we go. I don't want to keep running out of room here. Okay, so let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Almost there. Okay, so now 7:45 plus 10 is 7:55. Okay, so now we're at 90 minutes. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. We got to go 2 more minutes. Okay, so 7:55 plus 2. And why did I do plus 2? Because it said 92 minutes, and I already have 90 here. So this makes 90, and I'm going to number them just so you can see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and then this makes 90. Okay, so now I'm going to do 7 again. 7:55 plus 2 makes 7:57. So just shortly before 8 o'clock. So my answer will be 7. The movie finishes at 7:57 p.m.